What's up, guys? We're here in Atlas Empires, and we're going to go talk about attacking as a Great Hall level 7, what kind of strategies we're using. So first of all, you want to upgrade your barracks as high as possible, so we're going to try and farm some gold so we can upgrade our barracks further. We're at level 6 there, and we're at level 6 on the other one. So let's jump into the attacking strategies of what I think is probably the best, safest way to earn resources at Great Hall level 6. It's roughly the same at about every Great Hall after level 6 because you need the dragons. So dragons, frogs, and archers are what we're doing. We're going to jump into battle here. So you're using the frogs to kill the anti-airs. The frog has ranged DPS on defense targets. So here, 4,000 loot. Probably not worth our time. Let's go ahead and go to the next one. Here's one that's definitely worth our time, 71,000, and this is actually a bot base, so you're going to see this base a lot. This base, you want to know how to attack, and it's very, very easy to attack with frogs. So you're going to go ahead and drop 4 frogs there or so. So now it's going to target the anti-air turrets. We're going to go ahead and drop down some archers, just a few on the left, just to clean up some things. We don't want to activate the sentries, so be aware of where the sentries are. And then once that anti-air is down, we're going to drop down the dragons up there. And we don't care about those frogs. Those frogs are going to die. But the big thing is that you have taken down the anti-air, and now you can see the dragon can just clean house on the top here. So the dragon, when you place them right around there, is going to go and smash like these and then come back down to this area. It should be out of range of this anti-air. And then when you have our little archers soaking up, and if it doesn't look like it's going to be out of range of the anti-air, and you're scared of it dying, make sure you have your freeze spell ready to freeze. Right now we have archers ready. So it should hit the stone quarry there, and then it should probably either go to the gold storage or the Great Hall. It went up to the sentry, which is okay with us as well. So at that point we could drop down archers. Now it went to the gold storage, and after the gold storage, it should go over to... And so now we're going to drop down about a single archer just to distract the mortar. We're going to keep an eye on our dragons. So, yep, the dragon is getting hit. And we are out of there. So time ran up. We got 14,000 gold, not terrible. We lost a little bit of trophies, no big deal. But we got a lot of loot for a few frogs. We didn't actually even need to free spell. We should have just probably looked at the time and decided, like, hey, we don't have enough time to do this base. We're going to just run away. And you'll notice that my free spells are very low. We only have 7 of them available. And that's because I think the free spell is just far superior. It's like the stronger spell of the two. So I'm constantly using free spell. And it looks like we only have 1 free spell available left. Like, it looks like we're out. And that was just a glitch showing 7. Alright, so 5,000 gold here. Nope. 24,000 gold. And another bot base that you'll be seeing quite a bit of. So they do change a little bit. Upgrades and level of buildings and level of structures. Slight variations on these as well. But generally, you're going to see this style of base. So what you should be able to do here is you should be able to drop down frogs. So we're going to drop down 5 frogs. And then we're going to drop down 2 dragons. And the dragons are going to slowly make their way up. The frogs should be able to attack the anti-air and kill it by the time the dragons get into range. And if not, you have your free spell. But you just kind of learn the timing. And so they're down. We can potentially heal up. the frogs here. Don't need to do this. And sometimes what's really nice is that the frogs can outrange the turrets. So you can see we're outranging the turrets. We're not taking any damage anymore. One of the frogs did die, but all the other ones are not taking any damage whatsoever because they're just outranging the turret. Cleared that up. Now, let's go ahead and drop some archers down to get our 50%. We should also be able to kill the Great Hall here too. But yeah, we want to make sure that our dragon doesn't die. So we got to just keep an eye on the dragon now. That turret is just firing away. If the dragons turn to the Great Hall, then the turret is just going to have its day with the dragon. Just like sit there and shoot, shoot, shoot. So we do have to be very cautious about dragon dying. So we're going to go ahead and zoom in so we can check up on the HP. Be like, okay. So time's up. Anyway, we're out of here. Stole 11,000 loot. And we got our trophies back that we lost in the last battle. So we need to get our frogs back. Craft some frogs. Craft some archers. And we'll craft a couple more frogs. Ooh, 104,000. So this is an interesting thing. This is a lot. Like, if we can steal a good amount of this, we can go and upgrade our barracks. So with him having that much gold, a lot of it's going to be in the gold storages. And so if we want to, we could just lose some trophies and just snipe off the gold storage that's right there. And then there's another gold storage over here. So what we'll do here is we won't care about trophies. We're just going to go drop down troops. We just got to be careful of the sentries. So we're just going to go like that, like that. And eventually, the archers will end up hitting the gold barracks, the gold storage. And, I mean, we're going to lose a few trophies, but it's not a big deal. If we want to try and keep our trophies, what we can do is we can drop dragons up here. Because there's only one turret that's going to hurt us. The anti-airs are spread out. Once the dragon gets locked on by the turret, we'll go ahead and drop down the frogs. So now they'll attack the turret there. Sadly, they got into mortar range. We're going to go heal them, so hopefully they can live. Nope. We can see we've already cleared 22% of the base. And we weren't even trying to clear the base. We might even get that 50% clear. Alright, we need the gold storage over here. So we just got to keep an eye on our dragon. Make sure he doesn't die. Thankfully, he went over to the gold storage area. Otherwise, we would have a retreat looking. So now we're hitting gold storages, and we're just taking loot. And we're going to run away because there's an anti-air shooting at our dragon. But it's okay. Even though we lost 0 trophies, we got 33,000 gold and lost 3 frogs in that battle. So you got to be willing to, lose sometimes to take a big payday. So I think we have enough to upgrade the barracks. 47 seconds, let's see. Yep, so we have enough to upgrade the barracks. It does take 9 hours though, so let's see if we can upgrade something a little bit quicker. And then go back in and fight. Here we go, 1 hour. Alright. Because 9 hours you kind of need it overnight. And so if we do it now, it's going to end up sometime in about like 2 a.m. It's not good. That means you're wasting your build time. So we're going to go ahead and upgrade something else first. And then as it gets closer to, sleep time, then we'll upgrade the barracks. 2 anti-airs up there, which means the dragons can come down here and pretty much clean house. So this is like freebie money. Even though it's not much, we'll be able to get a good amount of it. Just for free, just with the dragons. So like just dragons shooting. So at this point, we're going to want to, excuse me, we're going to want to drop down some archers so we can get our 50%. We're also going to pick off a little bit of loot that is available on the sides. And then as soon as the dragon gets into range of the anti-air, we could either drop down the frogs to attack the anti-air, or we could just run away. First, we need to get rid of the mortar so the frogs don't get shot by the mortar and die. So I opted for the let's attack the anti-air. And unfortunately, our dragon was going to die. The frogs weren't strong enough, so we had to retreat. And we ended up losing 10 trophies, but no big deal. Jump into the next match. So here's another base that has a lot of money. 97,000 gold. So that means most of it's going to be in the gold storages. Anti-air, anti-air, anti-air. 3 anti-airs. The nice thing, though, is that this anti-air on the bottom should be in range. We can just drop a frog down there, and it should be able to just attack and kill the anti-air without taking any damage from anything. But is it going to open it up enough? So I think we'll be able to pick off enough buildings. Alright, let's give this a shot here. So, let's drop down 2 frogs, because they are quite slow. And then let's drop down some archers up here. We're going to want to clear off some of this junk. Avoid the sentries, so we'll put an archer up here, an archer up there. Put an archer down there. So that should be enough to clear off that junk. That stuff is almost dead. Let's go ahead and drop that down, and we're going to be putting a couple more frogs, I bet, down here. So we want the dragon to take the aggro so the frog doesn't die. And that's what we got right now. The dragon is taking the turret aggro. If we want, we could heal up the frogs. Keep them alive. We got to be careful of this anti-air down here. So we drop some more frogs. We're also just going to be ready to retreat. Let's go ahead and freeze, actually. Because there's a good amount of loot here, so we're going to go freeze. And that will allow us to steal a lot of the loot, because we're going to hit the Great Hall now. We're also going to be able to hit some of the gold storage, I bet. So we finally triggered the sentries. Realistically, the only thing that we care about is the dragon, and so dragon's not going to die. There's no buildings that can hit it right now. 47%. We didn't get our 50%, but we got 20,000 loot almost. We did lose a dragon. That kind of sucked. But we pretty much filled up our gold and filled up our resources. So we're all good to go, and now we can just go ahead and train another dragon. train some frogs, and be ready for our next upgrade. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. If you have any other tips that you want to share, attack strategies, let me know in the comment section down below. I will see you guys later.